Thank you.
All right. We're going to jump into some search and destroy, dude. Have some fun in search and basically just talk about the season coming up, bros.
I'm psyched.
I know. This is a sick group we got here. We got Stro, Hex, we got Crowder, bro. We got some legends in here, dude. A bunch of old men. I know.
Yep. I'm old.
I might be old, but I'm still ready to go.
You know what's crazy though? 20. This squad, we're gonna absolutely dominate though. We're playing search, so pubs can be sweaty. We should have had Hex host, huh?
Yeah, you should have. I especially because I'm on level 24. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't play.
Wait, I was gonna say, don't you grind this game a lot?
Every day. Yeah, every day. I play pubs, for 4 hours a day, but only GBs, dude.
Yeah, no, I tuned into the GBs.
I'm just gonna copy Stro's tweet and then replace his name with mine.
Oh yeah, let me do that too. That's a good one.
I'm about to talk colleague with Nameless Hastr0.
That's a tier 1 move right there.
Thank you.
What are you eating on?
I'm hitting the ramen noodles right now, boys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice,
from the buffalo pretzels.
I haven't had food.
Yeah, I already canned one of the pretzels. We're good.
These pretzels would hit right now, dude. I haven't eaten today, dude. I'm making some eggs after this.
All the pretzel talk is getting me so hungry.
I don't have anything unlocked. I'm gonna be.
Wait, I got you. Use the default Krig class. It's pretty good.
Wait, could I not just change class, edit? Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can edit your class in game.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, boys. Well, while we're in game, let's talk a little bit about the Kickoff Classic, my guys. Are you guys? Is there any matches you guys are particularly excited for outside of your own that like you think are just gonna be lit?
Yeah, I want to see the defending world champions go up against the who are they playing?
They're playing the Subliners. Yep.
Yeah, New York. Oh man,
it's Clayster. It's Clayster versus us.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, listen, no one's gonna be more receptive to the fact that they, that these storylines are sort of being forced, right? And I get it, you know what I'm saying? We got to get that done. Yep. But it sucks now that my man ZooMaa's
man.
Out of nowhere, I just had him on the podcast. We were talking, everything was honky dory. He was super happy, and then all of a sudden, I'm not saying that he's not happy right now, but dude. If I'm him, if I have that level of skill and abilities, and my wrist is the only thing that's letting me down, I'm punching my wrist. I'm beating it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting in the way of me looking great on stage. Come on.
Well, I think the thing, like, Chris, you were the coach of his team when he was having those issues originally, or you were around him a lot, and it was like really bad because I remember when I was competing against him and I was like, he was having a couple bad event stuff. I was like, what's going on with Tommy? And he said his wrist was like super messed up. So is it his wrist or his thumb and wrist now? And do you think he can come back?
I don't know exactly like the injury because I haven't talked to him about it like in depth, but I know for a fact like it's just like weakness. It's like weakness like in his like wrist that I guess like leads to his thumb. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but that weakness and stuff has like prevented him from playing like his best of his ability. He's still really good, but like you know how Tommy is, right? He wants to win. Like he wants to win. When he goes up on that stage. He wants to be the best of the best.
Yeah.
Competing against some of the players nowadays like is really tough if you're not like at the best you can be. So.
Yeah, bro, like he's one of the most like, I mean, he's got a big brand, one of the most likable people, just not just in Call of Duty, but just as a human.
Yep. So
like I again, it took me by surprise, right? Like you see people like that, like as untouchable immortals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like, I don't know. I was taken aback. I'm a bit sad if I'm being honest.
You guys, is this like the first injury in esports? This is the first one I've heard about that stopped like a career.
There have been plenty of them.
There has been.
There have been plenty of them.
Yeah, I figured you guys would know if anyone.
Call of Duty, it's probably a little bit more unique.
It's the most high-profile one for COD for sure.
But definitely in like esports, I know there's been a few.
Well, I hope he makes a speedy recovery because, I mean, I want to see ZooMaa play for years. I mean, he's still, even though it feels like he's like so old because he's been playing for so long, he's still veteran, super young, man. Like, he just was nasty from such a young age.
Not just that, but we're losing though. That I mean, anytime ZooMaa was just playing on stream, the stream still wanted to watch it. No matter what team he was playing on. So I think it's gonna be a big loss.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. Hector, how do you shoot this straight when you're 40 years old and have arthritis everywhere? When you got it, you got it.
Yeah, he's carrying us right now. Wait, no, your code name, huh, Chris? Yeah, you're carrying.
I'm code name. I got to take that off. Yeah, I forgot I had that on still.
All right,
so I figured it was just a hacker. No one could get more points than me unless you're hacking.
That's true. Yeah.
So outside of that match, So since that one's going to be a little tough, since we don't exactly know who Subliners are going to be playing with as their fourth yet. Are there any other matches you guys are particularly hyped for? I think for me, I'm like super hyped to see that Surge team and how their dynamic is, just because they have such like a crazy roster on paper in terms of personality. I think that one will be pretty lit.
Which one?
Guerrillas versus Surge. Just seeing the new Surge team, like with Gunless, Octane, Looney, like it's just a lot of big personalities on there. I'm wondering how that team will shake up. I've heard that that they've been playing okay, so I'm excited for that one. I think. What do you guys think about that?
I think that will be a good matchup. I'm personally just excited to see competitive Call of Duty again. You know, at like a high level and watch all these guys play. This game for me, like this has been such a pleasure to like watch this game and coach this game with how like awesome everything's been like running and smoothly with the maps and all that. So I just want to see all these guys play at the top level of competition again and watch all the plays and stuff. I think we're in for a very nice year of some pretty flashy and cool plays in this game, especially in like hardpoint and control. Like having control back and stuff too. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, 4v4, bro.
Yeah.
I think I think one of the things we saw last season was that like a lot of the talents like kind of getting consolidated now, you know, like on the top, you know, they're all, you know, just there are only 12 teams in the league, right? So like, you know, the best of the best are getting selected to play, and like, you know, any like those matches last season were those are the craziest, closest matches I've ever seen. Period.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing COD competitively and watching COD competitively since 2006. You know,
easily.
I mean, there's no doubt that was the closest. You know, and people can say, "Oh, this is a skill gap of the game" or whatever, but there are lots of factors, you know, that are playing into that. And I think it's only going to get closer this year, to be honest. I think there are going to be some really big surprise teams. We saw a couple last year. You know, I mean, I think there are going to be some crazy matches.
I just feel like, to what you said, I just think like the level of competition now in Call of Duty, man, especially with it going like 4v4, is just so wild. Like every single team is so skilled, and like the matches last year, like what was it? Was it Chicago versus LA last year? What it was, 1-5-5 and like in the champ run. Like like watching all those matches,
that 1v1
not even being
at the
a part
end,
of them was stressful, you know, and that leads to like such awesome engagement and just like something for the fans to watch. So it's really cool to see all these like teams be so competitive.
Yeah, it's wild when you look at the list of teams and you like, you know, sort of rank them, and you see all like some of the analysts ranking teams and stuff, and it's like, you know, the 10 through 12 teams still have world champions on it, or like multi-time champions. It's like there's so much talent in COD now, and it's developed to a point where there's literally not a bad team. Like you could see every single squad and you wouldn't be super surprised if they were able to at some point pull down a championship. So
there will be bad teams.
I know, but in terms of talent, every team has a lot of talent on the team. So so it's like
on paper, all the teams
who's
are
bad?
good.
Who's bad, Stro? Who's bad? Who do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to predict.
No, they're gonna show it, man. Like it happened last season, it's gonna happen again. Like there are gonna be like two teams that are just like dumpsters, and I hope it's not mine.
Well, who do you think it's gonna be, Stro? I want to hear some spicy takes. Who do you think is most susceptible to the?
I honestly don't know, dude.
Season?
Like I used to be able to tell you, you know, I would tell you 9 out of 10 years in my past, you know, of my career. But honestly, man, like I can't even tell you. I really can't. And I think that's just like a testament to what I was saying. Like, there are going to be some teams that are going to be amazing, and then they're going to, you know, and there are going to be a lot of close games. I think it's going to be closer than it ever has been. You know, maybe not as close as last year. I don't know, because last year was like insanely close in a lot of the games.
But I think closer this one will be.
We just don't know who they are yet. Like, you know, you guys know this. Like, it's really not about skill. It's about like team dynamic.
How the team meshes, the team dynamic, how they get along. Like, and a lot of the times too is there could be a really, really talented team that say starts off a little bit slow, and then they tilt from there and they never like get it back, right? And that goes a lot to like the staff around them and stuff too, like making sure they can like stay stable.
So many variables.
Sure. Yeah, right? It's not always about the on talent, like on paper talent of like why they'd be good or bad. It's like why do they not get along and why are they not getting good practice, et cetera, et cetera. So
yeah, but we'll see it. Yeah, we'll see a couple teammates like smack talking each other on Twitter or something, or you know, commenting about how crappy they are or whatever. Yeah, and that just you know how that goes. Like, you know, just the vibes just go down, and like the team just doesn't perform until they make changes. You know, and it's a lot harder, I think, now to make just quick changes. You know, you got to really think these things through, and when you're running a team, and so it should be interesting. Nameless, I just saw you Robin Hood that dude in the corner.
Just torched him. There was two back to back in the corner just sitting there, and I only got one. It should have been a collateral. But yeah, speaking of like new talent and stuff, I know some of you guys probably have heard of like the Neptune guy coming over and playing really well. It feels like every year there's like a new guy that comes into the scene that is just expected to just fry. Like it's like a regular thing now. Every year we get like a new just generational talent from another game. What are you guys expecting out of him? Do you think he'll be a force in the league? And has he popped up on your guys' radar at all yet?
Yeah, so I think that he's got that sort of same allure and aura around him that Formal did way back in the day. Obviously, most recently with the Huke, Shotzzy, and that where they're coming from a different esport, right? Essentially, so all eyes are going to be on a talented player like that. And look, I'm going to gas myself here. I've said it from the beginning on my podcast several times, right? Like you can't just assume that because you've been in Call of Duty for a very, very long time that your spot is safe and it won't be up for grabs for somebody from a completely different esport. And in this case, like I'm keeping my eye on him just from a competition level standpoint, because I want to see if what has happened before will continue to happen, and it'll be inspirational to people like my man Billy, right? Like Billy coming from Gears, like maybe this will light a fire under him and say, you know what, look, Gears can compete too, and then here he comes to represent. I like it, man. I like that Call of Duty is sort of a good home for people who don't necessarily have the same opportunities in their respective esports to come over and not necessarily be welcome with open arms from other pro players, but from the community and Call of Duty as a whole. Like, yeah, let's get them.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. And from what I've seen from him, he's a beast. I saw some crazy clip on Twitter of him just doing some miraculous stuff. Have you guys?
To who? Tell me who.
I think it was against LAG actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were talking about the one against us.
No, I don't know. I may have seen that one too. I mean, I didn't really remember the opponents because he just smoked them, but it was a nice play. Have you guys scrimmed them at all, Chris? Have you seen how he's been performing?
I haven't really got to see him play too much against us yet, no. But I've heard really good things though, like through my players and like just through like some of the people I talk to in the community still. Like I've heard he's just been doing really, really good. And I think having the foundation from like another esport and being so good at at a different game, coming into this game, if he has like that passion and that fire to really want to learn the game and like learn the ins and outs, I think that almost gives him an advantage sometimes. Like he probably has the basic, teamwork and all that kind of skills to him already. It's having that fire to want to learn something brand new in Call of Duty, because a lot of people that have been around Call of Duty have been around for years, like Hector just said.
Yeah.
And sometimes you kind of get stuck in your ways. Would you agree? Like you kind of live back in some of the old CODs of how it worked in some of those older CODs.
For sure.
It's not the new COD, right? And I think having that fresh mind and then having like good coaching staffs and good players around him, like, Slack's a very smart player, and having like these people be able to kind of mold him into that too, like helps out a lot. So I think having that fresh mind kind of gives him an advantage if he has the skill and the talent, which it seems that he does. Like that's going to help him a lot. So I've heard really good things about him.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the main things that Crim says about his teammates now, right? That they're so young, coming from a that they're more willing to listen and be molded into something that they may not have been in their sport. So when you have a veteran like Crim, a proven champion, the GOAT, obviously in a lot of people's minds because of his accolades, like that gives everybody like the opportunity to learn from somebody like that, and that's good, right?
Yeah.
It gives everybody a new sense of purpose.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely excited to watch him play, especially alongside some of those guys that burst in the scene last year, like Awakening. He was just a beast. That would be lit. I want to talk a little bit about the OpTic versus Thieves rivalry. Like, do you think that that's going to be your team's number one rival this year?
No, look, we're gonna anyone that doesn't say the FaZe or Empire is their number one rivalry is just playing for the crowd.
Okay.
And look, I get it, right? I get that we're trying to hype this thing up and create these things, but I don't think that we need that, right? I don't think they call it. I mean, in some cases it's just going to happen organically, but to sort of like make these things happen, like with Empire and Clayster, right? Like that, sort of doing that situation like a big thing. Like I don't think that's cool. Like they're going to compete regardless, and they're going to go against each other like super hard. To add all this additional sort of, I don't know. I like for people to be like, oh, it's 100 Thieves versus Hector, and or Nate Shot versus Hacks. Like we're not those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there is something there though in terms of like the Nate Shot versus Hex thing.
You tell me. Tell me.
There's something there.
No. I mean, like it's just both of you guys are really big personalities, but both of you guys obviously want to have the best teams in COD. I feel like there is a little bit of added hype there because you guys are like brothers, you know, so it makes it like a brother battle. So I think that's cool. And then also I think the rivalry, you know, Empire versus OpTic is gonna be lit because it's like Classico, right? Like back in the days, you think of Envy versus OpTic. Like we have that back, you know. We lost it for a while because it wasn't really your OpTic. So I think that's gonna be a sick rivalry this year as well.
I talked a little too much. I talked a little too much shit after we.
Yeah. Very opinionated bro.
I owe Scump an apology.
And you guys,
I talked a lot of shit, but to be fair, the dudes made rent-free T-shirts. You know?
Oh, he didn't. We did.
You did. Hector made rent-free T-shirts.
Well, that wasn't me either, but I'll take it. Listen.
Somebody made rent-free T-shirts.
Look, if there's an opportunity to make some cash in this space, I'm taking advantage of it.
I love that.
Whether it's
around. But yeah, I'm admitting I went
whether it's selling hoodies or t-shirts, like I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Big source of revenue. Gotta take advantage.
Yeah, so we always need the support, man. That's where it's at. So, but I'm just really joking around, man.
Same. Dude, you don't have to.
Nothing but love for everybody, but
same.
You know, we have everybody gunning for us this year, man. So you know, I think there are a lot of teams that could be rivals for us. I mean, Florida's another team that, you know, they showed signs of like
they've looked pretty good.
Yeah, they look pretty good. They showed some signs last year, like, you know, those are teams we can't discount either. That all of the big teams, you know, might have some rivalries with Florida, right? Because they're just going to be good. And you know, I think rivalries are going to play a big part of what we do in the CDL.
Yeah, this guy got away from you, bro.
Nameless is popping off right now, actually.
No. Did you not see those shots? He's about to lose.
I felt him miss pistol shots right now.
I had 2,800 damage last map, bro. This guy's just running for me.
He's running.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Stro. I don't know. I'm not.
Bro.
I don't know. I just know how, like, I know how easy it is to get don't even worry about it, man.
Thank you, man. All right. Go ahead.
I get it, right? I just don't think Call of Duty needs the extra added like the storylines are going to develop from the beginning. Like I know how easy it is and why people do it. Like I know how easy it is to sort of take hot takes and get a lot of views, right? But like that's never been my thing ever. And then the one time that we do it, it sort of becomes like exactly what I hate about, you know, YouTube, right? Like these overhyped moments that sometimes get taken out of context or overemphasize a different set of context or read in between the lines for something that isn't there. And I get that, but again, if the league isn't saying that everybody's gunning after the champions, like I don't know. I don't know if
that should be the narrative, right?
Everybody is going after Envy right now. Period. End of story. That's it. Empire, same thing.
Yeah.
And although I do get like, you know, like, oh yeah, Hector and Nisha were teammates. Like yeah, but to be like, oh my god, what do you think's on me? Do you think they hate each other? Do you think they're like, that's just a little bit like too WWE for me, and not my thing.
No, for sure. I mean, Call of Duty has such a rich past with like it's been around for so long, right? And we all have known each other, and a lot of the people that compete and stuff have now become management positions. So there's so many stories, and it's hard to, you know, just box one team into one sort of like rivalry story. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think everybody's gunning for Empire going into the new season, and you know, looking at
you have to after last season. You know,
sure.
That they set high standards, and that's just like what it becomes. Like they were the best team last year at the end, and that's what everyone wants to do is beat the best team, right? So that's just how it goes. I think people hang on to the past too, but like what we're talking about, like the Envy versus OpTic and all that stuff too. So I think that's like through the history of Call of Duty as well, but not as much as the current rivalry. And
I am all for it. I am all for it, but there has to be some level of like, all right, this is becoming cringe at this point. Do you know what I mean?
No, for sure. I know what you mean. And like you have to always remember like the present rivalries of what's going on and stuff too, right? Like how like teams are playing and stuff like that now. I think it changes a little bit.
Yeah, and it's game to game. We get a new one every year, right? So things change. Teams that are great sometimes aren't great going in or the next year. So it's got to be really timely with everything. But you know,
really quick, I also think we're forgetting about Minnesota, by the way.
Yeah, we have a
really
nasty roster.
About them, but talking about rivalries, I think that team's going to cause some chaos this year.
100%. 100%.
They look really good in scrims. They have a really good foundation with coaching, leadership, and talent. Like that team is definitely overlooked by, I feel like, the public eye, and I think they're going to cause some chaos this year. And then have
they're messing around, man.
Yeah, for sure.
correct me if I'm wrong when I say this, but when I look at that team, it's like 4 star players that are all willing to take the back seat for their teammates. And that's why I think they're so dangerous, because they're all going to work super hard. Like every single one of them is super solid, and they will all play like the trash role if they have to and make it work for their teammates.
And that's like what probably makes them so good. And I agree with you. And just on top of that, man, like I coached 2 of the players. I teamed with one of them, and I'm good friends with like Accuracy. I know for a fact that they're super easy to work with. Like you go into a VOD session and you talk to them, and it's not like a whole argument of what's going right and wrong. It's usually like, like we should try that, and if it doesn't work, we'll try this, right? So they're very easygoing, open-minded, and I know I talk about Accuracy a lot on like podcasts and stuff through the Call of Duty scene, and I know like I'm a big advocate for the way he plays, but people give him, some criticism here and there, but that guy, when it comes to teaming with anybody, he's an extremely smart person, and he doesn't take crap from anyone. So like when teams aren't doing well, like a lot of people have the issue where they kind of just chalk it up, right? Like they kind of give up and they're like, oh, this is
dude, clips with his laggy host.
But like he just doesn't give it up, man. And like he will do anything until the team is good. And having open-minded players with someone like him leading them, I think is really, really important. So I think they're going to be a really good team.
Would you say that they're the most underrated team right now going into the season?
To the public, definitely. To people like the pro players,
no. Exactly.
Yeah.
Priestahh brings like just a different element, man.
Well, so Priestahh is so good, and I feel like last year when he teamed with Simp, Cellium, aBeZy, like everything.
Yeah, what he's supposed to do, right?
Yeah, do people forget how good he really is? And I think Minnesota and this team will once again prove to everybody why he is so good, and it's going to be really big for that team.
Yeah,
I mean, said that one change can change the entire dynamic of a team, man. Like one little. It can you can just swap, one player out for another, and it just changes the entire team, man. And I've seen it happen so many times. Yeah. But then again, there's that honeymoon period, which I believe is real. That is real. The honeymoon period is a real thing in esports. Through my entire career, I've seen so many of our own teams and other teams make those roster changes, have this crazy spark of greatness, win a couple tournaments, and then just fall off completely.
It becomes like, it's just when you first team with people, a lot of the times, at least from my personal experience as a player and now coaching it too, it's just you see like that period where you're not very comfortable with the teammates around you, where like you're friends with them and you're there for one goal, right, to win. But I feel like you get past that honeymoon phase, and that's where like it really tests the team out of like getting through the adversity of sucking. Every team's gonna go through that slump, and it's just so much easier when you're not in that comfort position to like get through it. And then after that, when everyone's really comfortable with each other and they kind of say how they feel more, and people become less open to the criticism from the people that they play with every day, that's kind of where like you see that fade. So I think that's 100% still a thing. I don't think it's as crazy as it was back in the day, like when we were playing and like Black Ops 2 and stuff. The honeymoon phase was a real thing for like 2 weeks, and then that was about it for the team. But I think teams are getting better with coaching staffs and management too, right? Yeah, I think that helps out a lot.
It was wild back in the day because there was a lot more changes in season, right? So people would make like a big change in the middle of the season, and they would just be absolutely disgusting, because obviously a lot of teams are formed before the game drops, right? And then the game sort of changes, and certain players are good that weren't good last year. So those big changes mid-season always seem to pay off. I think it was in Black Ops 4. There was like 3 or 4 changes mid-season. They were all the best teams in the game. So yeah, I believe the honeymoon period is a real thing, 100% in COD. I mean, from personal experience, I've had it before, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Røkkr team just comes out swinging immediately when the season starts, just because it's just a fresh start.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either. I really think that team is going to be really good all year, and I think that team right now is playing like really, really good Call of Duty. Like the way they move around the map as a team, it looks like they're on the same page. I'm excited to watch them play. They're probably my team I'm most excited to watch play, like outside of like my own. To be honest, I think they're going to be really cool to watch. There's a lot of eyes there.
So I have another thing on my talking points that I wasn't sure if I wanted to ask, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. Who's the player most likely to get released from a team first? This is a really hard question to answer.
Ask it again. What player? Any player?
Yeah, any player
in the CDL starting 4 right now.
Yes. Who is the first player that is likely to get dropped from their team?
Well, before I answer this, and I'm speaking for Hastr0 here, okay? Listen, it's never up to us. I wouldn't feel bad answering this question if I knew or had an opinion on it, because it'll be me guessing which players are gonna drop their player.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. I wish I did though.
Yeah, neither do I. That's a hot question, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start there. Crowder would probably know better than all of us, and he probably doesn't want to say anything.
You just can't answer it, right? It's just such a hard question.
That's a hard question because a lot of times, like, roster changes like that don't happen unless like teammates.
Honestly, I have a good answer.
I would take my money with Seattle. Someone on Seattle, if they don't do well off the start of the season, I think that team has like a slippery slope, but I don't think it'll be like any specific player.
Yeah,
if the team starts off hot, which they're so good on paper, I think they'd be fine. So I don't know.
Whoa,
that's a hard one.
What do you guys think about like LAG? Because they have such a big they have like really good substitutes on their team, you know. So it's not like a specific player I'm calling out, but more so that they have like Mentals on their academy team, and he's a beast. Chino, multi-championship winner. I just feel like they did a good job in terms of building the roster from last year, what they built, and then also having a deep substitute roster, because Mental could easily just be an absolute animal, right?
I want somebody to get dropped so Billy can play.
Dude, he is actually really good at this game. I've been watching him. Chino streams all their scrims, and Billy's a beast, man. I knew he was nasty when he came in because I played with him in Black Ops 4, and he was really good while playing Gears at the same time. So I think
fresh mind, man.
I think he'll be good.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say it's gonna be whatever player is statistically the worst in the league going after like 3 weeks.
You think that early, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, you need a couple of goes at it, right?
Dude, like they're 60, they're 48 starting players in the league. Whoever's like number 48 statistically, kind of speaking after like let's call it a month. I'll give it a month. That's like one of those things where it's just an obvious kind of change, that you have to make. So that's my call.
Is this the same guy I was in a 1v1 with earlier?
Yes.
Just trying to snipe me? Sit down, kid. Oh my goodness. Multitasking. Whoa.
Oh, what is that?
What is that? Wait, dude, what is that?
He played you.
How long does that last?
I don't know, but if he would have wasted more time, like this would have been a.
Oh wait, does this explode?
Oh my god, this is the Call of Duty Nickelodeon partnership.
Oh, what was that?
We recently just out in the NFL. Now we're looking at it here. We are way ahead of the game.
There we go. All right, guys. I got a question for each of you to answer. If you could draft 4 players from any team, excluding your own, obviously, who would you pick?
Oh wow.
We'll start with Stro.
Wait, repeat the question.
If you could pick a team out of any of the CDL players outside of your 4 players, who are you picking?
All right.
Does it have to be all 4?
So you gonna answer this one too?
Yeah, I'll answer this one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I have to pick 4 players. Can be off any team.
Yeah, you could take them off any team. And don't take a full other squad, by the way. Don't do that.
Okay. I'm not. But I am
like 1 player per team.
Yes.
Okay. I'm taking Simp, aBeZy, Envoy.
Ooh.
And
good squad so far, man. Young, nasty.
Yeah. How about? God, this is a hard one. The last pick is tough.
And you need an AR, right?
I know. I'd take. Yeah, I do. That's the one thing I need. Can't be on my team, right?
No.
Let's see here. That's tough. I'd take Octane because then he doesn't have any reason to. He could just have to shut the F up on Twitter and play.
Oh shit!
Because I'll take Octane because then he can finally just like not have an excuse.
Yeah, no excuse at all there. That's a good team. I like it.
For me, all right, here we go. Ready for aLLeY? Duh, right?
Yep, easy.
aLLeY, I would take. Fuck. I can't take Crim if I take aLLeY, then, right?
I mean, you could if you think about it. aLLeY can play both roles. And it's 4v4 now. Crim's better in 4v4.
Yeah. So I would take
flex.
I would take Crim. I would take aLLeY. I would take. All right, let me see from another team. Can I take 2 from one team?
Yeah.
I'll take Shotzzy.
Good one.
And last but not least, what am I missing here? I need another sub.
Yeah.
I'll take ZooMaa.
Ooh, there we go. Shout out T, the Stallion, dude. What a team that would be. Imagine Crim, Alec, ZooMaa. Would be hilarious.
That would be a funny team, man.
Crim and Alec, I
Look,
think is...
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, they'd be nasty.
I don't think Alec would get a word in between Tommy and Crim.
No way.
I don't think he would either.
Talking smack.
All right, Chris.
All right. I'm gonna do one player from each team.
Okay.
Just because
I tried,
yeah,
but it didn't work.
tough. No, it's tough because like the Empire guys, like I would probably love Shotzzy and Huke. I've teamed with Huke, so I know how good he is and like how fun he is to play with.
Nasty.
I don't know much about Shotzzy, to be honest, at all, other than like the clips I've seen on like Twitter of him, but he's obviously amazing. So I'm going Priestahh easily, just from being able to work with him and knowing how good he is and all that.
That's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. Then I'm going Shotzzy. So that's 2. I need an AR. I'm gonna go Octane because I dealt with Octane on 100 Thieves and it was like really easy. So I don't know the whole Twitter rants and stuff that came out after that, but
yeah, he sort of lost it.
I think me and Sam would work well together again if we did it. So I'm gonna take Octane on that. And I need like one other player. I'm trying to think.
You just need a sub, right? Because you have Priestahh. He checks the box of versatile.
I have Priestahh. I have my AR. I have Shotzzy. Need like a sub that's not on a team.
Wait. I thought we were like picking based on like who you would have the best dinners and lunches with.
I mean, it's whatever you want. It's
like,
whatever your preference is.
Who do I want to go hang out with at events? You know what I mean? Like,
it's whatever you want.
I think that team, and then like throw Scump on there. I think that'd be a really fun and really good team.
Great squad.
I think that'd be a great squad.
Speaking of him, I mean, he got so much better towards the end of last season. It like seemed like old time Scump right there. And I've been watching him this game. He's been pretty good, dude. I'm excited to see if he gets back to like.
All the smoke I talked after we won, the Scump. I will say he had a crazy performance.
He did
in the playoffs. Like, dude was on point, and so he was. I agree.
That's the best I've seen him play in years.
And he still got it.
Yeah, he's the best ever. Period. Any season from the old into the new. You can't full 100% player. You know what I mean?
No, seriously though.
The house of.
Yeah, no, seriously though. What players do you think benefit the most from 4v4? Because I think he's right up there with I think like him, Slasher, Prim, those type of guys. They're all going to be much better now that we're back to 4v4. What do you guys take on that?
I think Clay, man.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, look, we're gonna miss Clay. Like, dude, you guys don't have any idea. Like, I did not want to go to 4v4. Okay,
yeah,
like I wanted that team for a long time. We are gonna miss Clay. He was such a big part of what we did last season, and we all know that, and all of our guys are having to step up and are willing to step up even more now because we know we.
Bro, does Clay move like this? Look at this. Does he move like this? No. Pick me.
But so I think Clay, but I think like the switch to 4v4 gives Clay, in New York, like that role of leading the team. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And as a leader, like you can, get what you need out of a team easier in a 4v4 scenario than you can in a 5v5.
No, for sure.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. You have anybody that on the tip of your tongue, Chris, or no?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Maybe Octane, he could be more impactful in 4v4. I feel like a lot of the traditional like main AR players, especially with how the Crick plays in this game, you can just be so much more impactful on the map in 4v4. Because obviously in 5v5, you can just get overwhelmed, right? But in 4v4, your positioning like means so much more. I don't know. It's just interesting talking
in the right setting too, man, is so good.
Yeah.
Like if you have a team that plays the correct way and like you get him like in the system, like you saw what happened with like the Black Ops 4 squad. Like he is probably one of the most dominant ARs like you can really get,
Yeah.
So his thing for me is like playing like in the right way and like kind of almost feeding it to like his style because he's so good. But have you found it easier to create a system in this game in terms of strategy? Yeah, it's just because it makes sense, right? Like it's easier. So much sense. Yes, for sure. I love it. Yeah, I mean, not only has the competition gotten better over time with more talent coming in 4v4, I mean the game is going to be a little bit more methodical as well, as more strategic. So
It's gonna be insane, dude. I can't wait for the kickoff and watch these guys go. But anyways, more some fun questions. Which CDL Pro has the best gamer tag?
Ooh, the best gamer tag.
If I was playing, it'd be me.
No, you would be up there for me, no lie. I've always liked.
No, I don't know. No.
100%. Come on, bro. My name is fire.
I've always liked his name. I'm trying to think though. Best gamer tag. Definitely not Priestahh.
Nah.
There used to be a graffiti writer named Priest, so that's why I've always liked his name because he was super sick.
Yeah, I can rattle off some names if you guys can't hear them in your head. Let's see. Slasher, I thought was pretty good.
Got a good name.
Who?
See,
Classic,
I like
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Classic's really clean.
Kleenex is dope.
Is cool too. Kleenex, you can do some cool branding around. if you did it like clever, you can be clever with that.
My favorite is
considering the fact that Kleenex is probably a trademarked word. I would advise against it.
Well, I mean, of course, yeah, you have to do something. That's why I said you have to be clever with it. But yeah, I don't know. I think I go with Classic. I think Formal's really clean too. I think Formal's a good one.
I mean, it'd be dope if he didn't like wear a hoodie every day. And he like actually like dressed up and stuff. That'd be sick.
Yeah, Formal is cool though.
Huke has a bunch of things that we olive, which is just like Huke Skywalker and Huke the Nuke.
Yeah.
Like, he's got all these like things you can use with Huke. And the fact that the fans, like, when they say his name, it's like, if you're at a sports game or something, and there's always that one player on like a football team or something that when the fans like say their name, it sounds like they're booing or something, but they're just like giving them love.
Like when they say Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce is one. Huke
that's
is one.
good.
Those are the only two I can think of. Who else in COD gets that?
I don't think anybody else.
It's like Bruce and Huke, right? Those are the only two.
I'm looking at like names right now. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. I think those are like the only two like chantable names.
Yeah, good names.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to pick one though, where are you going? So you're going Huke, Stro?
I'm gonna go with Huke. Yeah, that's my boy. Just because of the crowd factor.
What about you, Hector?
Shit. Hutch, in my opinion, is the name. Because you can say Hachi Poo.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know.
All
it's
right.
like if I look at it differently, right? Like what name am I drawing and what letters are the easiest ones to draw?
What about you, Chris?
I'm doing Classic or Formal easily for me.
All right. What about worst name in the CDL? Worst gamer tag? Slacked. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some people with just their first name. Like the London Royal Ravens had zero creativity.
Isn't there a player named Fire?
Yeah, Fire. But hold on.
Sorry. No offense to Fire. It's like a Fire.
Dude, he's like 18, bro. That kid's a beast, by the way. Get ready for him.
No,
I think he's nasty.
He's really good.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, I think Slack's a beast. I think he's a great asset to a team, but gamer tag wise, that's probably like my least favorite one.
I mean, Royal Ravens, their team name, their names are Shawnee, Alex, and Dylan. Like, there's no creativity there.
I actually take that back. Yeah, I was about to say that. I actually completely take that back. I think gamer tag wise, I would say Slack, but like, yeah, Shawnee, Alex, and Dylan, like those are just like names. I don't
even their names. Yeah,
like that's the reason why I didn't say them. But if they count, then probably like something like that. But for like an alias, that's just not your name. I would say Slack for me.
I love Lamar, but just accuracy is just I don't know. It seems like what I would make when I'm like 5 years old. They're first hopping on.
He probably made that and just never switched.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably exactly what happened. He was young. He was like accuracy, called it that, and then kind of stuck with it.
All right, Hector, what's the worst name?
Oh man, I don't know. There's so many of them. I don't know. I can't think of one. I do like the fact that people are using their first names, just an iteration of it, like Dan, Danny, like that sort of nickname stuff. But as far as bad ones go,
TJ Halley.
Nah, I don't mind that one.
Okay.
TJ's. I like TJ.
Isn't that his whole name? TJ Halley. That's his first and last name.
Yeah, like I like. Well, TJ is not like his like just like.
Yeah.
It's not just like Tyler or something like that.
If Nadeshot wouldn't have brought up this point before, like I don't think I would have looked at gamer tags the same way. But if you look at at Austin and the Liticote and also LaRue. Like those are cool. Yeah, those are cool names that you can, not necessarily give up your name for and still look cool. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Cool.
I can't think of a bad one.
All right. Another question for you guys. What young player in the league right now is on the road to becoming the next, GOAT? Like the next person to be in discussions with, Crim, Clay, Karma, those type of guys. Like what player is making an early argument for that?
I'm obviously gonna say Dylan Envoy.
Yeah,
so that's what I'll say.
Good answer. All right, outside of your teams then. Outside of your own teams.
Outside of my team?
Yeah.
Obviously Simp comes to mind immediately. Yeah, I would say that's my pick.
Simp would get my vote because he's partially there.
If I can't choose my own team, I'm going Shotzzy.
Yeah, you think Shotzzy has what it takes for just year after year?
He's so young and new to Call of Duty, and he's already done what he's done. And then I think that's pretty easy.
Happy birthday, Envoy, by the way. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it just seems like now. Oh yeah, it is his birthday. Happy birthday, Envoy. Dylan.
21, not just his birthday. It's 21.
Oh, he's about to get turned, huh?
The boy's about to become a man.
Yeah, dude, he's not a young gun anymore. Guy can go out and legally drink now, dude. Guy's been playing for years.
I've always been around for a while, yeah.
Yeah, but I still group him in like that, just the young guys for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he made an impact in the scene recently, more. But he's been around for a while.
All right, if all the pros, every single pro, including substitute players, everyone, were dropped into real life for dance, who's coming out on top, yo? This is I think this one's easy.
Crim
for me, 100%. But do you think people would go just put a bounty on Crim? Like he's just done. Like you almost have to
but he'd welcome that probably. He's like, I have plenty of bullets.
All right, so since we're unanimously saying Crim, who's the sleeper?
Crim would cut the electrical cords and sit in a room with his night vision gun.
Yeah.
Camping in the corner and wait.
I've seen the real life Arsenal, so I know.
Wait, Crim, one time I was chilling in TeamSpeak with him a couple years ago, and he goes, dude, Ant, you got to see these headphones I got. He has headphones in real life that he can they're like supersonic headphones, something where he can hear his UPS driver turning the corner to his neighborhood. He was like, yeah, dude, I can hear sounds up to a mile away. I was like, why do you own these, dude? They're like $4 or $5 grand or something like that. So yeah, Crim is the #1 pick for sure.
He's parked outside the hex quarters. I don't know why.
Doing some recon, dude. You can just hear you guys' comms. But who's the sleeper, yo?
Crim will stop me in the HQ and be like, Stro. Stro, you got to see. He's like, I had no idea these could do this. Rant about.
The thing is that he totally had an idea.
Yeah, I mean, all of his equipment and his gear. Dude, if tomorrow the world was coming to an end, I'd be like, Crim, come over, bring all your stuff, because I have a little bit more land than he does in my house. So I'll be like, dude, just bring everything over.
He's ready.
We'll set up shop.
Yeah, him being in Texas was probably his favorite thing ever, since you can basically do anything there. It's good for Crim. But who's the sleeper?
Crim's gonna own a tank one day. Calling it.
The sleeper? I don't know. I would have to say, I don't know. Who's outdoorsy? I've never seen a single CDL player talking about fishing or hunting, so I don't know. Except for Crim.
My sleeper pick would be Silly.
Silly lives in Vegas, dude. I don't know. I don't think he's been exposed to nature.
Actually, you're right. He's just big.
Yeah. I think aBeZy, dude. I think
That's not a bad one.
That probably has some survival skills, motivated by children.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who? Here's mine. Oh, he's not. I would have picked Karma though, because he plays too much Rust to not know how to survive.
That is true, dude. And he would just be a savage, bro.
That doesn't translate. There's a reason that he's playing a lot of Rust and not, going out and,
He's like, what? This is my base.
I'm thinking a little harder about this. Is a good question.
Yeah, no, it is. Because, just basically trying to figure out who do you think has the best life skills, the CDL Pro survival skills, who can adapt and, form an alliance. I don't know, man. I don't think anybody really checks all those boxes besides Crim. But I said subs and stuff too, so there's somebody else.
Pretty smart. I don't know.
Who? Classic?
No, Slasher. Like Austin.
Slasher.
Forming alliances wise, maybe you know, he might have an issue here or there, if depending on if he gets along with the person. But I feel like I think I don't know. I think he'd adapt pretty quickly.
Hey, hold on. Formal might be a good pick to this too. Do you guys remember his rise to the top in COD?
Yeah, Formal knows what he's doing. Yeah.
You'd be like, listen, if you smoke me, like, then you're just gonna be alone, right? So like, you need my help. Then he just turns on you. I don't know. I think I'm going Formal. This is a good one.
I think I'm one Slasher.
I don't know. He's from like Palo Alto, California. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's got those survival instincts.
Yeah, I did watch him. Like his athleticism is not there either. I went to play basketball with Matt once. He shot the ball once and went over the backboard. He said, "Yep, I'm done." So.
I mean, that can be applied to like a lot. Like who can play ball? The thing is, like in Call of Duty or esports in general, you can't go out and play sports with anyone because that's one jammed finger away from losing a very important match. You know what I mean? So any single time that there's like that idea to let's go do a game of basketball, let's get into a league. I'm like, no.
We did that though. We did that one time. In Columbus, we had our like pro little basketball league thing going on, and it was basically just like Cap dominating us because we're all short. But
bro, I don't think I've ever seen Cap play. I have to though. I have to see him before I make any judgment. But I don't know. He doesn't seem like an extremely well versed basketball player. He's got the height. He'll rebound, but a full 100 360 player like me, I don't know.
No, I watched you play. You got the shot. You got the jumper. I feel like
I got the handles. I got the bro. I'm a complete player. Okay, even in my condition right now.
Your condition.
I'm good for like 3 plays. Okay, after that, give me some water. Bring somebody in.
Yeah.
Let me chill for a bit.
Full court game, dude. I'm done.
Still hung up on the question of like survival and who would survive.
You're still thinking about that?
I'm over here like trying to form my strike team. To call up pros. I think app takes it now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, app takes that.
I mean, his latest tweet, he's from Bulgaria.
No,
yeah, but app's like his state keeps healthy, keeps himself ripped, like strong, and he's got a family, man. He's got he's married, he's got a child now.
Yep,
like same. So I work out. I have a family.
Yeah, but you know what it is. I mean, that daddy strength is real, man.
Wait, hand-to-hand combat? You think you're taking app, Hex?
Dude, if somebody were to come after it'd be like,
listen, it won't be an easy one for either. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but
fair.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm past the survival because I haven't seen anybody tweet anything about outdoorsmanship. So I know that none of them have the skills to survive.
That's fair enough.
Like, can they start a fire? I don't know. That's going to be one of the challenges.
I don't know if I could start a fire.
Oh, I can. With peanuts, with Doritos. I mean, you name it.
Well, you also just have like a ton of just random things, random items. You're like like a hoarder. So,
yeah. Yes.
No, so you probably have like little matches that insta start fires and stuff. So yeah, you would win if you're
it's called
there.
Flint and Steel. Okay. And yes, I have paracord bracelets. What? Who? I mean, why don't you? Aren't you afraid?
See? I don't know. These like 1,000 tackle boxes just of random stuff. Yeah, Hex would be a problem in real life for Dance for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've watched every single episode of Bear Grylls and also Survivor Man, Les Straude. I mean, man versus wild, woman versus I've seen it all, dude. I am well versed in the art of survival. I play Minecraft. Survival Island.
I didn't mean to bring back this whole question, but yeah, it happened.
Yeah, no, you're good. I want to ask you guys one more. So Raid has come back, right? And it's, I would say, the best map in this game. I don't know if you guys would agree with that.
100%.
I personally think it'd be lit if COD just had a few maps that came back every year. But if we could bring back one more map, just one other map for this game, which one would you like to see?
Standoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why's that?
Dude, I think 4v4 and the way Standoff would play in this game, I think it would be amazing. I don't know.
I think so too.
I love the way
you're talking about Black Ops 2 Standoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Krim and I actually talked about this map the other day.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I would bring back Tujane Tunisia, and the fact that nobody says that just shows me how big of hype hipsters everybody is. They're, you know what I'm saying? They weren't there when we were shooting in the gym.
Facts, dude.
You know?
That is like the dust of COD, dude.
It just wouldn't work these days with all these guns and the movement and stuff.
I don't know. I'd like to try.
I mean, just some sort of rendition of Tujane, bro. It'd be lit, man. Imagine.
I do. I imagine it all the time.
But what were you guys talking about with Standoff? You and Crimsix, like why do you guys think that would be the best map? Come back.
Well, he liked it a lot. It wasn't as much me, but Crim was really loving it. And Crowder, maybe you could talk about it. But Standoff, he was just. I mean, I helped work on that game, you know. So, you know, it's like one of those just kind of like 3-lane maps, but they're like really long 3 lanes, you know, with a lot of cover on those lanes and like
you can transfer lanes quickly.
Okay, time out. Okay,
you also go vertical, you know, and the vertical positions weren't like too dominant. You still have to like poke out, you know.
Yeah, time out. We have to talk about this now. Like, forget the question that Nameless just asked. Who has been a part of better designed maps? Rambo, Hastr0, or Dr. Disrespect? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a great question, huh? So Dr. Disrespect did Solar. That map was lit. I love Solar.
Yeah. A lot of dead space in it. I don't think I can give it to him.
Okay. So that being said, Black Ops 2 had the GOAT maps, dude. I think I'm gonna give it to Stro.
I know.
Yeah, I might have to give it to Stro too, man.
It's not like I was the one that designed.
I know, but
you had the input, right?
So you did have input.
The reason why you got maps like Slums and it was small and, you know, high impact, like lots of people, you know, lots of confrontations and fights, I had something to do with that.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Black Ops 2 definitely had the best maps that we've ever had, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, competitively, 100%.
Bring me back. Bring me back. We can do it again.
Dude, the thing is, when they brought maps back in the past, they've added areas to some of the maps that are just weird. Like when they brought Crash back in the last one, it just had like a random new area outside of blue and stuff. Yeah, and Raid is like, I think there's like 1 or 2 tweaks to Raid. Like you can swim in the water now. The heady isn't as insane at water, but it's basically identical, right? Even the spawns, everything. It's like when they bring these maps back, when they make them identical, it's like, this is proof that it works. I think Standoff would be amazing in this game. In S&D, in Control, Hardpoint, all 3. It literally checks every box.
I don't want to talk about it because I've been talking about it nonstop for like the past 5 podcasts that I've ever done. But there should be a thing where, you know, if you go into league play or if you're playing in the CDL, we should have like, you know, a pool map. I'm sorry, a map of pool. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? A pool of maps. Yeah, a pool of maps that go like beyond just the game that we're currently playing, right? And then we rotate 2 of them yearly, and we use 2 maps from this game. In this particular one, let's say, all right, we'll use Garrison and we'll use Checkmate, right? But then on top of that, to supplement all that, we have Raid, we have Standoff, we have Crossfire, we have Strike, we have, you know, like all these. Cool. It works for Counter-Strike, and it's worked, and the viewership is insane. No, I didn't mean to bring up Counter-Strike. Throw my bad. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like it's this.
All right, we out.
But if you're able to, like no one's gonna be mad, and I know that there's a lot of pressure on the developers. Yeah. You know, to say it's like, dude, I'm paying $60 for this game, and you're giving me old ass maps. Like, yeah, but we're not, right? Like, you don't have to play these. These are for like the true competitive people in Call of Duty that take it a little bit more serious than you do. So for you, here's all the bells and whistles. For the hardcore, here's what we've always liked and what works.
Oh, that's a great idea. I mean, dude, Crossfire. I forgot about that map. That is such a great search map. The lines of sight and the crosses and stuff on that. Dude, that would be dope. Yeah. That would be dope for sure. But in terms of the new maps, what map do you think is most likely to get vetoed in majority of series this year?
I would say Garrison is too busy.
Too busy? It is pretty busy, isn't it?
Or search, like, what are we talking here?
We'll just go to respawn in general.
All right. Man, like, I think
like Moscow, dude.
I feel like Crossroads or Moscow, but like Moscow's my personal favorite map. Like, I love
really.
I mean, I'm not a player on the map, and it's probably very boring to play.
Yeah, it is.
It plays out like from a coaching perspective and the mini map and stuff. I love everything about that map, but I think that will get vetoed a lot because of the fact that it's just kind of like boring. Like I don't think players really like to play it as much. That or Crossroads can get really, really busy really quick, so people might avoid that too. One of those two, I think.
Yeah, like This one.
I hate snow maps, man. Across the line.
You said you love snow maps or you hate snow maps?
I hate them.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, Crossroads plays pretty crazy right now. I actually I think it will be like Moscow or Crossroads, but if I was playing, dude, I'd veto Garrison every time, dude. Hardpoint on that map is just insanity. It's insanity. The way the hills are, where you hold them from, it's really crazy to me. What do you think's going to be the favorite map from this game outside of Raid?
Outside of Raid, favorite map?
Yeah,
I was gonna say Moscow, but you changed my mind because you know.
It's just really slow. It's just really slow and super punishing. You spawn a million feet from the hill.
Yeah, Checkmate is fun.
Checkmate's like a fun overall map. I would probably say that. I would either think that or Garrison, but Garrison can probably be really hectic like in the game, like when you're playing. So people might not like that.
Yeah,
I would say Moscow. Like, I mean, I love Moscow, like I just said, but. Yeah, that map's just super punishing, and like that map's like a game of chess. You know, it's like back and forth, and if you make like the one mistake and you get punished for it, you have like no chance. Sometimes, like you just kind of spiral out of control.
Yeah,
Not a fan favorite or a player favorite there. But
dude,
yeah.
I'm on level 26 now. Rank, hell yeah,
dude. Look at Crowder's rank, dude. This guy's a sweat. 477. Sheesh.
dude. Imagine imagine unlocking a weapon that you can only use when you're in Diamond in League, and then you go into a pub and it's like, yo, wait, time out. Where the fuck did you get that? You have to be cheating. It's like, oh no, I got this. I got this in League. What's League? It's like, oh, this is where real players play. It's like, wait, I unlocked everything. I got to go get that one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's how you introduce. That's how you cross pollinate, man.
Great idea.
Let me run it.
Bobby Kotick. Hey,
Bobby Kotick.
This is Hastr0, like you to hire Hector.
No, he's like, this is Hastr0 again.
Well, yeah, rank play's coming out. That's another good thing to talk about, isn't it? I only have you for a bit longer, but let's get into that. Rank play.
Dude,
what do you guys
want to come out when they announce the new game, though?
Oh man, dude. See, we need this now, right? We need this.
We needed it fucking 3 months ago. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's true, but it's coming out nonetheless. We have the announcement. What are you guys most excited for with that? Are you gonna grind it?
Yes.
Let's get some games
every
in,
night,
bro.
every day, 4 hours a day. I'm gonna grind it.
Is that gonna replace GBs for you?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We love that.
I mean, for me, it will. I don't know if for Hutch it will. I know for me and Diesel it will, because we like to play against sweaty lobbies where Hutch is a little bit more of a passive, like, hey, I'm just here to smoke weed and have a good time. and talk politics, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I am looking forward to it. That's why I'm mad. Like, this is a good game in my opinion. Like I'm having a ton of fun playing it. So having League to grind, I think that's a thing. Question.
I'll actually grind when they drop League play.
Yeah, let me ask you this. In the past, because I don't remember. In the past, could you? League is like a 4v4 thing, right? Like you couldn't have like anybody can join. It's always 4v4.
I don't think you can stack though. Like that's my one worry is just the little details about it. Like I hope you can't 4-stack in League play, because I think that would just lead to some issues.
Need a solo queue and a group queue. Like that's all they need to do.
Yeah,
just do it solo queue.
Yeah, solo queue would be great. And another good thing about it, I think now, is that since everybody's on PC, like everyone has a mic now. Because like when we had ranked in the past, nobody had a mic.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
really
so now you can communicate with your teammates, you know?
With that Discord back in the day, remember, for the World War II stuff.
Yeah, dude, that was good.
Imagine what solo queue would do for the Call of Duty community.
Oh my goodness.
It would unite everyone, right? Like, dude, if you had to queue up and you're just relying on your 3 teammates, like you got to like look across the internet at that guy and be like, let's fucking do this. You know? Like, like John Bob, crazy name, and so. Us 3, we're about to win this game, right?
Yeah.
Blue Ball 32, get in the game, dude.
You would have to
rushing.
Exactly. Be like, listen, let's group up. We're gonna 4-man push A right now. All right. Like you got to be a leader when you go into solo queue, and that's how you're gonna climb. You know, and the amount of camaraderie that it would create, you know, just between random ass people on the internet.
Be sick.
I mean, that's how you unite the world, people. You know.
No, it's just facts. You can tell Stro is excited for rank, dude. He's about to be solo queuing in there.
Please give me a solo queue. If there's no solo queue, it's going to be garbage. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, never mind. I won't say that. It's just not going to be as good as it could be because you have the option, you know? Sometimes you just don't have people online, or you just don't want to talk to people. You just want to grind.
Yeah.
Solo queue solves that. And then when you do want to get sweaty with your boys or girls, you do it. You know, you go into the group queue.
Oh yeah, and then for like people that content driven and that aren't super competitive but still want to play league play, solo queue would be great, right? Just get on stream. It's solo queue for people like me. You don't always have the squad to grind with. I think it'd just be super fun. I hope they have that, man.
And then just have a good reporting system, man. Like I know it costs money to have a bunch of people there to look at when to suspend people and ban accounts and stuff, but man, if you have a good support behind that, and like that if some dude is like throwing the game, he's gonna get banned or suspended, eventually with the reports, like that changes everything. I wish we had more of that, like that you just knew that if somebody was messing up your game, they were gonna get suspended.
Yeah, I like the way that I don't know the name of the website anymore, but like the thing that uses Battlefield 1944. What is that? With the ELO? Face it.
Yeah.
Is it Face it?
Yeah, Face it had it.
No, but
I don't know which one you played on. I played on Face it.
Yeah. Anyway, like they have that like super automated. It gives you your elos, and if you don't, if you drop out of a match, like they'll time you out for a long ass time.
Oh really? Was it like a day?
Sometimes 24. Sometimes 24 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Face it would do that.
So good.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna need.
Yeah, well, that's what you want, because then
I mean that's like all game devs need to follow that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be lovely. Because that was the one thing that sucked about ranked, like in like previous like titles, is just sometimes like people just leave and you're like, all right, you're just by yourself, and like people can't rejoin sometimes and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like just hopefully as you rank up and you get into the higher ranks that just doesn't happen as much. But with rank play, that's always going to happen early on, right? I hope the placement is actually like pretty difficult too. It is like you have to absolutely dominate to get placed in a good rank. I want it to be like pros that to have their own rank 1, so they'll just be the highest rank, and to get to like masters or whatever it's called, I want it to be extremely difficult. I want it to be like super just honorable, like to be that rank, and I hope COD goes that route.
That's what it was though for me, at least like in the World War II title, like that they did.
It was hard, yeah.
Like because I had like the Discord and everything going for that, and I think it was like a 2,000 plus elo out of the 3,000 that you can get like to be in it. And once you got there, I mean, every time I queued up at like around like 2,500 to 2,800, I mean, that's where aBeZy made it come up too in World War II ranked. But like, that's where every time I'd queue up, even if I was by myself or with one other person, it would be semi-pros, amateurs, and then pro players, Yeah. So, and that's so cool for someone that's solo queuing, like what Hastr0 was saying. You know, maybe you don't have that many friends, but maybe you are really good, right? You can have that like, you get there. And then you can even start making a little bit of a name for yourself there too. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know.
I don't imagine not having friends. I'm kidding.
I know it's a tough life out here, bro.
I don't know. Something needs to be done though, man. Like I look. I mean, you can tell by my rank, right? Like I don't play pubs. The only time I play is like I'm literally there to get my ass beat. Otherwise, how else am I gonna improve, right? That's the way that I see it, and I don't need Activision to protect me from that by matchmaking me with somebody.
Yeah. Wow.
There are those of us who like to get beat.
I'm the same way. I mean, I'm the same way. That's absolutely how I got better playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Back in Call of Duty 3 though, it was different. Like, we had that true skill ranking system in COD 3. It was still like I think the only COD to use it. And that stuff would put you up. I was like a 32 or something out of 50. And that was one of the highest ranks in the world. And I'd get like 7s and 10s in the lobby with me, right? But before I got up to that level, I was like a 7 and 10 and had to climb, and I was playing against some of the best players in COD, like at the time. It was COD 3. A lot of you guys were still playing COD 2. I made the move. But yeah, man, like that was a time when the ranking system literally told you where you were ranked, and you still got matched up with people. You could back out of the lobby, if you saw some ranks you didn't want to play against. But yeah, I mean, it was good.
That was so good. That's
why is your gamer tag multi-faker?
Yeah,
why are you
388 damage? Crazy.
Why are you 2 and 9, dude? Come on. All right, guys, round 11. Let's put everything on pause.
Let's communicate. Let's go.
All
right.
I'm pushing mid, boys.
All right, I'm gonna go like A side. There's a guy I've been playing A side every time. I think I have all my kills on him.
I'm sprinting straight down the center of the map, dude. YOLO.
All right, dude.
There's people in hangar. I just stunned twice.
They're far right side hangar. One guy's close left. I got one. I got 2.
He's in the corner. He's in the corner.
Oh my god, you guys are dying on me.
3 or 4.
I got 3. Let's go.
Oh.
Turning up.
He's in there. And yeah.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
I'm weak. There's one more far left. Oh, you guys are both dead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's middle.
He's in the tower, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me. Oh my God, it's 1v2 for the bread.
You got this, dude. Move towards bomb and everything will be fine.
All right, I'll trust the goat. My sound is super quiet. I'm turning it up. No, where's that guy?
He's on the wall.
Like, yeah, right behind the tower.
Oh my God.
You're better?
Maybe.
Plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time.
Oh my God.
Chill, chill, chill. Yeah, plenty of time. Yep, up right here.
He just walked over here, right? Oh, let's go, baby!
Let's get it!
Let's
Yes.
go. Oh man, Hex, you'd be a great coach. Dude, the smooth operator voice right there. Love that. Let's go.
Yeah, it's over there by the trees. the car, I think, it's a truck. The truck behind you. No, the other behind you. Yeah, I'm a great call out.
Well, guys, it's been fun, man. That's about all the time I have you guys for. I appreciate it, dude. This was a good chat. We talked about basically everything, huh?
We did.
Get some good topics. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Thanks for the invite, man.
No problem. Hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Yeah, I'm out of all my snacks now, so perfect timing.
Next time, Stro will have to actually get on the game with us and play. That'll be lit.
Yeah, user error.
Well, all right, guys, I'll send you on your way, and I appreciate you guys coming on.
All right, brother. Thanks for the
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in, everyone.
All right, boys. Be good.
All right, later, guys.